But anyway, that was my dad loss of the week.
My dad loss. Oh, dude. Dogs is what I wrote down.
Yeah.
I wrote down dogs, dude. There were some. This is probably one of those types of conversations that gets you in trouble on a podcast, but I'll just go ahead and.
Dogs got in the way this morning.
Yeah, dude. Dogs. Yeah. It was brought up that the dogs need to go on vacation to their grandma's house in Texas for a little
Vacation, like permanent vacation?
That's what I freeze frame that, and the way he just asked that question, my exact response to my wife. My exact response to my wife. Because a part of...
So lay this out. Something happened with the dogs and you and Jill sitting down and she goes, maybe the dogs need to go on vacation to grandma's.
Like a permanent vacation? And I go, Jill, because this question was asked when Scarlett was only a couple weeks old and Lisa was in town and we had the kennels and Lisa could have driven back with them. Lisa is my mother-in-law. Love you, Lisa. And I had to like really stand up and puff my chest out to keep the dogs, which you may be sitting there scratching your noggin saying, Sherman, I thought you told your wife these are her dogs and it got you in the doghouse not 2 weeks ago. Yes, you're right on that. But I feel obligated of like almost like a marriage pact of like, I said that these are my dogs. I said that I'm going to take care of these damn dogs until their last breath. And I'm quitting on these dogs if I send them back to Texas. And it's ripping my heart out. I don't want to send them back to Texas.
So just for clarity, Jill's like, yes, permanent vacation.
Yeah. But Jill, and sorry, this isn't like a Jill versus Sherman. This is just a conversation that Jill and I are having.
Yeah.
We are in the midst of this conversation.
And you're in your head thinking of all like, man, I'm quitting my dogs right now if I do this.
Dude. I like feel like I'm a really bad dog owner if I do that.
What's the problem? Like what had happened what thing happened that led to that conversation?
Dude, it's just constant. It's just constant with the dog stuff. Like it's a ton of added responsibility. They're both really small breeds. They require a lot of attention. Jill's putting a ton of attention into Scarlett, as am I, but also like dogs are kind of my assignment.
Yeah.
And
New house. Issues with the house.
Yeah.
Work scheduling.
Yes,
Scarlett.
Dude. Yes, dude. And I mean, truthfully, I was 15 minutes late today because of Wrigley. Like I went outside and God forbid that fucking animal net. He got underneath the animal net somehow. And I've gone back to the animal net 3 times to like patch places where like he has gotten out and he's just finding these ways to get out. And I'm running around the house. I have Scarlett in my arms. I've called his name 5 million times. I'm about to give up.
I do think you need to invest a little thought into the invisible fence shock collar.
Yeah.
Because the amount of effort, energy, money, you got to see Blake shirtless, all the stuff that has come from you putting this fence in now, I have heard from people, we've never done, I heard from people that the invisible fence shock collar,
It's the one.
it just genuinely is the one for you.
And they're not that expensive anymore.
Yeah.
You can find, there are very, very cheap options out there that is the ultimate, like, hey, you don't want them running off.
And this fence is a recurring theme on the show.
Every week.
You bring up the fence every week.
The fence.
Well, this is becoming your new airport. These dogs are becoming his new airport.
The new raccoon.
Yeah.
Sherm, you put one in, Wrigley tries to get out twice. He'll never try to get out again. It takes no fun getting shocked, but I promise you, won't try to run out again.
And
You'll even test it on yourself.
Yeah. We should test it on ourselves. Yeah.
We had one for our dogs growing up.
I had one for
and Taz would fucking sometimes he'd eat it and keep walking through.
Yeah.
That's where Sugar, our yellow lab, she got to the age where she was like, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Like I feel like Waffle would eat it. Well, no, Waffle doesn't wander off at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, Taz would fucking eat that shit and keep going through it. And we do it with me and my boys. Like Take turns putting the shot collar on and be
That's
like,
a
go over there and do it.
Well, it's like a cop. You're not able to hold a taser on your belt until you have been tased.
Yeah.
I think the same should apply for me.
There's also a very clear, I didn't realize, delineation between when you send the dog on vacation, you're sending them with a loved one. When you send them to the farm, the other thing. So that's,
the other
I
thing.
got a little,
Yeah.
Didn't know the difference there. Now
Not
I
a
do.
farm, going to grandma's house, which they lived at grandma's house for like 5 years. So like they love grandma's house. That's where Jill first brought him home. I appreciate just literally the conversation that we just had right now brought my stress levels down. It provided me with an answer. It provided me with something that I should try.
Sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I think the dogs also provide a little bit of a challenge and responsibility for me. And it feels like I am not only quitting the dogs, but it feels like I'm quitting because that was the easiest thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the easiest solution, is just send them to Fort Worth.
As dog lovers, listen, I love dogs. For me, a chip in the grandma's.
Not a bad take. If I could be the angel.
People are going to PT6. Like people are like, oh, Will,
Bro, people are going to lose their
I
mind.
know.
They're going to lose their minds.
If you win this internal battle with your head, may I mind shift you real quick?
Yeah.
You are presenting your daughter with a childhood with dogs, in which I believe is the best childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So by you trying the invisible fence, I do believe you are sending your beautiful daughter on a projected path to grow up with dogs, which I don't know your two dogs. That is I loved all the dogs we had growing up. I get your opinion, Will, and I don't think that if the electric fence doesn't work, let's have another conversation. I think that if you win this internal battle of these dogs in your head, you're providing your family with a fun, awesome experience.
Other thing that I left out.
I'm becoming a cranky dad.
You're just still sick, dude. It's not your fault. You're just sick, dude.
Because what you just said, yeah, you are right. Like we had this Conan Rottweiler that I grew up with until about 10. Then we had 3 other dogs in the house with us until I left for college.
Here's the kicker that I did not include, or that I forgot to mention. Wrigley snipped at Scarlett. He did not try to bite her, but he did a full-on snip at her and like a. And I was like, bro,
that's what I'm saying, man.
You're about to punch your ticket. Back to Texas.
To hell.
Doing shit like that. And then we're hanging out with one of our nurse friends, like family friends. And we were telling them about the dog situation, and she showed us a friend of theirs that was back home that their little 3-year-old got attacked by their dog, and showed me the face of the little 3-year-old girl in the hospital, bro. I was like, dude.
Waffle, remember when Waffle
Yes,
nipped
bro.
Scotty?
Yes, bro.
Like over her eye or like on her head?
Yes.
She got cut from it. Dude, I remember when I came home and Audrey was telling me about it, and I'm just thinking to myself, God, part of me like almost, well, it's probably good that I wasn't there, but like wishes I would have been there. Because there are times where I joke, it's like a running joke with Charo. I'm like, you just let me know when.
Yeah. I mean, that's like
something jumping on the front, like all the stuff that dogs can irritate you with.
And so now Wrigley's just behind a baby gate, like at all times when Scarlett's like on the ground, because I don't want him interacting with Scarlett.
Have you done like any kind of like active training or?
No.
See, that's a big thing, because when we got Scotty, Alex had 2 cats. Scotty wanted to go see the cats, and we were like, this is a big issue because we didn't know how they're going to interact. It took us 30 minutes with like one training exercise we searched on YouTube with food. Scotty's never touched a cat, like not a problem. So there's certain things, like if you're having issues, maybe a little YouTube, a little Google, like there's a lot of people that are experts. They'll teach you like food training exercises, different things you can do to like mitigate problems. For us, it took 30 minutes of like basically just making sure Scotty stopped looking at the cats. Every time she stopped looking, we gave her a treat. It would never.
But also think about not having the responsibility anymore.
I know, dude.
It's weak.
Well, I know,
It's
dude.
weak.
I know, and I know, Chef.
You need Mick in your back.
And I know, Chef. I'll leave us at that because we can break and then hit voicemails like immediately after.
Yeah, we can get
NASCAR.
into voicemails. This can be an ongoing conversation. I do kind of enjoy playing the heel of dog
I
ownership right now.
appreciate you playing the heel. I appreciate you playing the heel because like a part of me does hear that.
And they're going to grandma's. Like they're going to
They're
a
going-
family member. They've lived there for 5 years before. You're
Yeah.
not sending them again. You're not just kind of giving them away.
No.
You're letting them go to grandma's.
Yeah.
They're going to have a better life.
They do have
You're
a better
gonna
backyard.
have a better life.
Yeah.
You're going to have a better marriage.
Dude, just watch the comments though. Just watch the
I know.
comments.
I already know. Deke is probably a lot of the comments. Like I know Deke you got dogs that you're obsessed with, don't you, Deke?
Yes.
Like I know like dog lovers, like, yeah, they're going to be swinging the sword for keeping the animals.
Yo, big
And
time.
I've like for 90% of my life, probably outside of what college, and then the first couple years in the NFL, like I didn't have a dog, but I've always had a dog. I've always loved dogs, but now that I'm a parent, I feel like it's all different for me now, especially when the whole snipping and the whole territorial stuff. Like I have a bulldog, so Waffle can be territorial. If they want Waffle to move on the couch, or Waffle helps herself up to the stepping stool that they're eating on, trying to like get the scraps or get the food.
Yeah.
Like Waffle and I go toes often.
You know how
Jumping on furniture and not getting down when I'm telling her off.
Yeah.
When we've trained her with the treats and everything else, and she starts like growling.
Yeah.
You know how like in books and movies and stuff, like back in the 50s and 60s, like if someone got pregnant out of wedlock, it was like, oh, they went to school like in the Northeast, like they went to a boarding school for a year,
Sure.
and then all of a sudden they're back to like hide the pregnancy. That's how I feel about like when people send their dogs to grandma's house. Like no one wants to talk about it because we have had a couple friends that have done that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, where's Roger?
Well, hang on. Now, what'd they say? Like, what's their experience been? Sending them to grandma's.
I mean, it's been great for them.
Sad, and they're like one of the best decisions we've ever made.
Yeah. But they also hardly talk about it because they're like,
Well,
oh
because
yeah,
you
they're
get
really
shamed,
happy.
you get shunned. Like, think of the people that are going to be battling and swinging the sword for animals. I love animals.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it.
I know because I love.
I get where you're coming. Like it's taking care of a dog is not. It's a hard thing, and they're constantly like.
I love my own freedoms more than I love.
You
the
have to go
animals.
out of your own way to care for them,
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
also
a lot of responsibility. Well, yeah.
it's a good learning lesson to your daughters that hey, just because something's hard, we are helping take care of this awesome
But
pet that is part
right
of our
now,
family.
the kids would get more out of it when they're older and they have like responsibility involved with the animal.
That's fair.
And you go in, they like getting a dog and teaching them and showing them how to take care for a dog. And then it feels like a tribal thing. Like right now when they're young and there really is nothing that they can do, you're just juggling extra responsibilities that you start to question, like, why are we even doing this to ourselves?
And it's not like you're giving the dog away to random people. Like, for example, if I had something like I have Bean, my fiance is River. If something happened with the dogs, I would talk to my parents about it because they just lost their dog last year.
Yeah.
And so my mom has said, like, hey, we'll take Bean for like 3 months and hang out. Like, she really wants a dog, but they don't want a new dog. So I don't think you're going to get as bashed as you believe you are, because this isn't you going, that's it, we're taking them to the pound, we're putting them up for adoption. Like, you're putting them in a situation they've already been in that they love, that you will still be a part of them and see them.
Yeah, you can FaceTime all the time.
And the end conversation.
Dogs have phones.
That is true. That
Grandma,
is true.
hey, put Wrigley on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. God, I miss him.
Wrigley's just in the corner, 2 birds up. Like,
I'm a king here. I love it here, but fuck you.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I've done a really bad job of telling this story. There's also the not like permanent vacation, but just vacation is also another thing that has been thrown out. And Jill's not like staunchly sitting there like, get the dogs out of here. I hate
She's
the
just bringing it
dogs.
up.
She's bringing it up.
Like, hey, we all feel the chaos.
Yeah.
Like, instead of just building up resentment over time, having our
Yeah.
own little separate thoughts, just sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Would it be insane to think that we could send the dogs on a vacation? And permanent, not? Either one.
Lisa has brought it up. My parents have brought it up. They can tell how much the dogs like weigh, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
And so I'm just in this internal battle.
Did a package deal, both.
I also brought that up because I was like, Goose would never hurt a fly. He would never snip at Scarlet.
Then
And
you got to separate them?
that's what Jill said. Jill was like, all they've ever known is each other. I said, that's not true. Wrigley lived there for like 3 years without Goose and he hates Goose. She's like, they were playing this morning. I was like, that is true. They were playing this morning. But Wrigley does
What a
get really...
shot to Wrigley, though. Like, the top dog, he's getting moved out of the rotation.
Yeah. Well, dude, when
Talk about resentment on Goose.
Hey,
Like,
Cam Newton said it. The Reaper comes for all of us, man.
yeah.
truly, that poor guy, it was just him and Jill. And then Jill brings me into the picture and he's like, I guess. I mean, he's cool. He gives me rubs. I'll like this Sherman guy. We end up having a great bond. Then all of a sudden Goose comes into the picture and he's like, WTF question mark is going on with this dude? This guy sucks. And then like started coming around to that. And then we bring Scarlet into the picture. And if it weren't for the food scraps that fall on my dog every single night and morning, he would hate Scarlet.
Yeah.
And he's not fully territorial, but we do need to take a
Them
little
little
break
dogs, they got that little dog
for
syndrome.
our guy. Yeah.
They got that little dog syndrome.
He's got that little dog syndrome.
Let's get some voicemails.